Doug Pugh with Big County Preps, sitting here with junior Nelson Agholor from Berkeley Prep, wide receiver, running back, defensive back, can do all three. Nelson, it's a pleasure to have you here on the show today.
Thanks for having me.
Let's talk a little bit about last season before we go into this season and all the things that we were talking about off camera. 8-2, exited in the first round of the playoffs, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say that that's in the past, and y'all have moved on from that.
Yes, sir. We have. I mean, losing hurts a lot, but best competitors are the ones that know that you fight another day.
Yeah. What are you guys got in store for Fort Meade this year, and how are you going to adjust from last year's loss?
Well, Fort Meade is just another opponent. I mean, when time comes to play Fort Meade, we'll strategize versus them. But right now, what we're going to do is control what we can control. And that's our effort every day in practice and concentration to little detail. Because that, with a program like this, what we do is little things. Effort and detail, and everything else controls itself.
There is nobody saying I around here. It's all about we as a team. And it starts from your quarterback all the way down, and ultimately the tip of the spear is your coaches. And we were having a conversation off camera about the adjustments, about how pieces of the puzzle may come and go, but the coaching has to stay the same. Tell me tell me why that's separated you guys and what's allowed you to not even lose an ounce of momentum going into the season.
Helped us a lot. I mean, guys, great players come and go, but the people that teach the great players will always stand. I mean, they don't play the game, they coach the game, they teach the game.
Right. And
they can teach it to a guy that's been in the program for 3 years, 1 year, 2 years. You just gotta, if you're willing to learn and you have a love for the game, these guys will get you right. And that's exactly why we will continue to strive for better performance each year.
Now, you couldn't have asked for a better situation if you wanted it, would you?
No, I'm very blessed because I promise you, I mean, when I was in 8th grade, I didn't know where I wanted to go to high school, didn't know what kind of program I was going to be, I didn't know what kind of high school player I was going to be. But when I took like a wild guess when coming to Berkeley Prep and becoming a student here, I just think I was blessed. I was blessed with a great coaching staff, and now just got an opportunity to do good things.
I talked a little about USC is one of the schools that has offered you, and you voiced to me that you want to study communications. Talk a little bit about why you would want to study that, and tell me the reason why, because I think it's a brilliant reason why.
Oh well, I've been taught that communication is the key to a lot of things, and I want that key. I mean, a lot of things I'm able to do is because of my relationships with a lot of people. I perform well because I communicate with the trainers, communicate with my coaches. I feel like I'm a very liked person, so therefore there's a lot of people backing me up.
Right.
So there's a lot of pieces to my backbone, to the makeup of like myself.
Right.
And that's only because I talk to people right, or I respond to questions, or I respond to action well. And that's all communication is. The way you respond, the way you communicate, and just the way you go about your
That's exactly, look at the tradition, right? I mean, talk a little bit about, you were very adamant about that. You said, listen, if a player tells you he's going to USC, it's got nothing to do with the sanctions. It's got everything to do with, it doesn't matter if they were told they can't go to a bowl game for the next 10 years. You're going to play for USC football.
Exactly. If you decided that USC was the place for you, has nothing to do with, oh man, I want a ring or anything like that. Right. Rings are gonna come and go. If they're able to play for a bowl game,
right,
USC's they're gonna go.
Right.
Because they got those type of kids that love the game.
Right.
I mean, a lot of programs have those type of kids. I mean, University of Florida, I think all the kids that decide Florida's for them is because they want to compete.
Right.
You go to Florida, they bring in a lot of around the area guys, a lot of Florida guys, and all these guys here want to compete.
Right. it's a kill or big kill mentality. I mean, it's a dog eat dog, whatever cliche you want to apply to it. But you know, University of Florida offered you, US offered you, or USF, sorry, offered you, University of Notre Dame, and also you had Georgia and UCLA. Now, I see two Southern California teams in that thing. I guess Southern California kind of fits your mold, or is it just the fact that, you know, those are two storied programs? Because it's not every day you get to sit down and talk with somebody that's from the state of Florida that might not have to leave the Southeast to get all of the accolades and all of the things that they want from as a team and an individual, to go all the way to the other coast. Talk a little bit about why you feel compelled to look outside that boundary sometimes.
You know, with the UCLA thing, it's not, I'm gonna be honest with you, it's not as the interest as in USC.
Right.
I mean, at this point in my career, I just want to be a football player, and what comes to me, I will receive.
Right.
And just don't be picky at this point. There's no need to be picky ever. But if you have cards to play and things are playing in your field, you take advantage of that. Because you don't know, UCLA might be the place for you, but
right.
You don't down it now.
Right, and we, Preston Jackson and I have talked quite a bit, extensively, about why should you go, don't go necessarily where your heart tells you to go, but go where your best fit is. Yeah. You got to see yourself in the weight room getting dogged out at 4 a.m. in the morning or whatever it is, or in the ice tub, or putting in those long hours of film study, not necessarily with the eye candy wrapped around your arm and walking around and just blowing off class. Idea that you're getting better every single day when you guys step out onto that practice field.
Well, first thing what you just said, each day, first thing you're doing for getting better is by showing up.
Yeah.
A lot of coaches talk about that. My coach talks about that a lot. First thing you got to do is you got to show up. And when we get out here, scheduled practices, mandatory, non-mandatory. If you're out here, you're getting better.
Right.
You have an up on the next guy.
Right.
So we show up out here. We do our calisthenics. We condition. You're gonna be pushed.
Right.
But you're also gonna be taken care of.
About being one of the highly sought out people in this region and what that means, because history has taught us that it is what you make it, obviously, but you are obviously going to be one of the highest regarded people in this county by the time it's all said and done.
Question was a little tough, but I feel like it's a blessing and it's a great opportunity, and just not much more to say about it, because it has a lot more to do with the things that are done here and the things that are done at home, and just my makeup. Like, I mean, I've been around great parents all my life. I have wonderful siblings, and I've been pushed and I've competed all my life. So therefore, these schools give me a chance to compete at the next level.
So you